Let's take a look at multiplication and division using our place value charts. On this place value chart, I have 3 discs in the hundreds place, and I have 2 discs in the tens place. The unit form of this number is 3 hundreds, 2 tens. The standard way we would say it, or in the number form, would be 320. For this problem, I'm going to take my number represented here times 10. The way I have it written above the place value chart, I have my unit form in parentheses. That's just to show that this is one single number in my problem. 10 times the 300s. I took my original 300s and I listed those 3 out 10 times for a total of 30 hundreds, if I would count them out. In the tens place value, I had my 2 original 10s. I listed those out 10 times for a total of 20 tens. Because I have too many in each of these place values now, I need to bundle them in groups of 10. Here's 1 bundle of 10, 2 bundles of 10, and 3 bundles of 10. Each bundle of 10 gets moved over to the next higher place value as 1 unit. 3 bundles of 10 hundreds will give me 3,000. 2 bundles of 10 tens will give me 200. A much more efficient way to look at it, when we're moving from one place value to the next higher place value, we know that it's times 10. So rather than going through and listing all those dots and then counting them and bundling them, we can just look at it this way. The 3 times a 10 is automatically going to still be 3 in the next higher place value. Same thing with the 2 in the tens. 2 tens times 10, well, we're going to take those 2 and just zip it on over to the next higher place value. And we still get the exact same answer. We're just trying to be a little bit more quick about it. Division is going to be a little bit more challenging. Let's do the dot method just so we can see exactly what it's supposed to look like, and then we'll show you the more efficient way. For this problem, I have 2 units in the thousands place value, and I'm going to take 2 thousands divided by 10. Well, I can't have 10 groups if there's only 2 here. So the first thing I need to do is unbundle my thousands. When I unbundle my thousands, I take it to the next lower place value. Each 1,000 unit is the equivalent of 10 hundreds. So because I had 2,000 units, that breaks apart into 20 hundreds. From this point, I can make 10 groups within because I have lots more units to work with. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bundles, but I'm still not finished with my problem because it didn't ask if I could make 10 bundles. Ultimately, I want to find out how many is in one of my 10 bundles. In this situation, in one of the 10 bundles, I have 1 200s. 2 thousands divided by 10 equals 200s. I'm going to show you again breaking it apart with a slightly higher place value. Starting off here, I have 3 units in the 100,000s place. I would have to unbundle each of my 100,000 units, which gives me 1, 2, 3 sets of 10 10,000s, or 30 10,000s. I have a much larger group to work with here, and if I put these into 10 groups, then I look at one of those groups of 10, or one of those 10 groups rather, I see that I have 1, 2, 3 10,000s in one of my 10 splits. 300 thousandths divided by 10 is 3 10,000ths. 3 10,000ths in standard or number form is 30,000. The much more efficient way to look at it, just like we looked at the efficient way of multiplication, is to recognize that whenever we move lower in our place values by one place, we are dividing by 10. In this place value chart, I have 4 in my 10,000ths, and I have 2 in my tens. Yes, I could break apart, unbundle, put in groups by 10, and then look at one group, or I could be much more efficient and just take my 4 and move it to the next lower place value. Take my 2 to the next lower place value as well. Because when we move from one place value to the next lower, we are dividing by 10. So in this instance, my answer is still 4,002.